Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have a lot of stuff in the news today. We'll do an update on the Norwegian Sun. We have Canada doing some restriction things at the borders. We have another cruise ship with engine problems. And then we have something called, I don't know, but it's a $5,000 drink on a cruise ship. First story in the news today, we have the Quantum of the Sea sailing 7-day sailings out of Seattle, heading to Alaska. And one of the highlights of this cruise is Tracy Arm Fjord, the glacier viewing that this large ship, it's the second largest type of ship in their fleet, can actually get into, and you get to see the glaciers. That's the scenic part of your cruise. That's pretty much a highlight, right, of any Alaska cruise, is to go and see the glaciers. Well, apparently the Quantum of the Seas is having some engine issues and now has to travel at reduced speed. And it's already reporting cruises being affected and interrupted. And I believe the cruises coming up over the next little while, passengers are getting messages saying that they have some cruise port time shortened or itinerary changes, and one of those changes is missing Tracy Arm Fjord altogether. I've noticed, I think it's sailings August 1st, August 7th, August 15th, all have had Tracy Arm Fjord removed from the itinerary until they can get the engine problem fixed. And we seem to be having this problem. It seems to be Alaska, but there's a lot of ships sailing Alaska right now. It's the peak season for Alaska. That's why it seems like every ship breaking down is in Alaska, because we had a Princess cruise ship, we had an NCL cruise ship, we had now a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, all having engine difficulties and having to skip ports and make itinerary changes. In this case, they are offering some compensation in the form of a refundable onboard credit, meaning if you don't spend the money by the end of the cruise, it will be refunded to your credit card. So an inside cabin, they're giving you $75, a balcony cabin, $100, and if you're in a suite of any kind, you get $200. That's per stateroom, not per person. Of course, getting a $75, well, let's say a balcony, you get $100 for your stateroom, but you're missing the main scenic part of your cruise, which a lot of people are a little bit upset about, and who knows how long this will go on, because it depends on the parts they need to do the repair and how fast they can get those repairs done. Sometimes they have the manpower to do the repairs, they're just waiting on the parts to finally arrive. There's not usually a storeroom someplace that has a huge engine drive shaft sitting there saying, oh yeah, we got one on aisle 5, order it on Amazon. It doesn't work that way. Second news story today, we have Canada extending now until September 30th. The border measures that coming across into Canada, and that goes for cruise ships, that goes for airlines, it goes for driving across the border. However, there will be some changes possibly happening on July 15th. As you remember, I reported in the beginning of June that Canada stopped doing their random tests at the airport that they were doing for people arriving. Why? Because it's not needed anymore? Because it's safe not to do so? No, because they were too busy at the airport to do it. The airports are overrun, so they dropped the testing until July 15th. You know, the peak season, the peak month of travel for Canada, our summer months. Expect that to possibly be extended, but as of right now, they're still planning to bring back random testing on July 15th. And another thing that many people were hoping would disappear soon, the ArriveCan app. The ArriveCan app you have to fill out within 72 hours of arriving into Canada. And that's still going to go on. And for myself, it's a pretty simple thing. It's on my phone. I've done it a dozen times now, if not more. It's not a big deal. But if you're not tech savvy, or if for some people who don't even own a smartphone, It's not, it's much more complicated to come to Canada than it really does need to be. So a lot of people are hoping that's going to disappear. It's not. Your ArriveCan app is staying here, and expect random testing at airports, possibly to come back on July 15th. I've got an update on the NCL Sun that hit the iceberg, the Growler iceberg, as well as something that's kind of might shock a few people on the price tag coming from the brand new Disney Wish cruise ship. But before I get there, hey, let me just invite you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Really does help the channel out. You'll be up to date with all the cruise news, even some flying news and transportation and airport situations, anything to do with traveling to your destination, especially cruise lines. You'll be up to date here, and it'll keep you prepared for what's to come in the next couple months, as a lot of things are happening both on the cruise ships and just getting to your cruise ship. And again, it really helps the channel out, and I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, let's grow that cruising community to be as huge as possible, because I just love to talk about cruising. Okay, let's talk about the Norwegian Sun that hit the Growler iceberg. It had to cut its cruise short. It did offer 100% refund and 100% future cruise credit to its passengers because it had to cut the cruise short. Not really that short, but like, you're not going to the destinations you were supposed to go to. They missed cruise ports, but you're on a cruise ship, and it still had a few more days on a fun cruise ship. But you get your money back. It's still disappointing. If this is a bucket list destination, Alaska, for a lot of people. They don't go every year, and it's sometimes a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and then to have this happen, it is very, very disappointing. However, accidents do happen, some stuff does happen, and I did give credit to NCL for at least giving all the passengers 100% of their refund and 100% future cruise credit. Currently, the Norwegian Sun has arrived back in Seattle Cruiseport, and we're waiting to see what happens now. Will they adjust the itinerary for the upcoming weeks? Will they just reassess the damage and say, okay, there was not really any real damage, we're okay to go, and there's no itinerary changes? Or will they have to say, yeah, it's worse than we thought, and we have to cancel more? Right now, there's no word coming out from the cruise line itself. I really hope they don't have to do any changes, and especially I hope they don't have to cancel any cruises, because that's a horrible situation if you're the next passengers going on that ship, that you may have to travel to that destination. For instance, if I've flown to Seattle and I get there and I'm staying in a hotel, and the next day I get a text message saying, sorry, we've had to cancel your cruise. Well, I'm out my airfare, I'm out my traveling, I'm out my hotel stay, I'm out my expenses for staying in Seattle, and now my cruise is canceled. Even if I got my money back, I would not be a happy camper, shall we say. But we'll see what happens with the NCL Sun. It's been an interesting trip so far. Okay, I don't even know how to pronounce this one, but the Disney Wish had its big celebration. It's had the brand new ship is in port. They had a bunch of dignitaries there. They had a lot of people from Disney there. They had all the characters going. They brought on media. They had a lot of, hey, this is our ship. Come and take a look. It's beautiful. And it is. The ship is beautiful looking. Some people are putting up some of those tower suite. Disney has a cruise, and one of the funnels has a suite in it. It's a fake funnel. It's actually the stateroom, and I can only imagine how much that goes for, but it looks gorgeous. If you have the money, hey, jump on her. But there's something that it's Disney. So Disney always has to have some sort of controversy. And for a lot of people who think Disney is all about the money now and not about the experience, or staying true to Walt Disney's thoughts about having every guest to have an experience being in Disney. It's now all about how much money we can get from the people going to Disney. That's what people are jumping on right now. On this ship, you can buy a $5,000 drink called the Khyber Crystal. Now, I believe the kyber crystal is a crystal that's used in lightsabers, and so this is called, and it's delivered to you in this Cantano, which is like supposed to be some kind of carrying security device. You've seen it on The Mandalorian if you've watched the series on Disney+. And it's delivered to you, and it's all smoky, and it opens up like this, and inside there's like a shot glass of a drink. It's not a bottle of wine, it's not anything like that, it's a shot glass, and it's $5,000 US. Now, I don't know if this is served to you in a private room, if they have characters deliver it to you, or if they have, you get to take that Cantano home with you. I don't know. There's not a lot out coming other than a few people showing some Disney employees showing off the carrier and the drink. No one even knows what is the drink yet because no one's yet bought it. No one's yet paid the $5,000 for this drink. I'm sure somebody out there will. It won't be me. I guarantee you that. I'll take my $2 bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper over $5,000 shot glass of a drink. That better be the best drink in the world. And I better be feeling like the best person in the world after drinking it for $5,000. And again, it's Disney coming across as, hey, look, we have this once-in-a-lifetime experience, we have this once-in-a-lifetime item, but we have it only if you have a lot of money. And that's the controversy, again, with Disney. And this time, it's not in the parks, it's not in the movies, which there have been lots of controversies there. It's now hit one of the untouched controversial areas of Disney Corporation. It's finally touched the cruise ships. I'm sorry. But $5,000 for a drink, I don't know. I don't understand. But hey, I can't wait to see who actually tries this drink. I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.